You might have noticed a new wave of cruisers appearing online that don't follow the usual old-school rulebook. These machines immediately stand out, even when parked, thanks to their low-slung stance, exaggerated proportions, and an overall look that feels more futuristic muscle than classic retro. They're designed to grab attention first and ask questions later, and that visual impact is very much intentional. At first glance, the design language is aggressive and unapologetic. Long wheelbases, massive rear tires, sharp body lines, and compact front ends give these bikes a powerful, forward-leaning posture. The lighting is fully modern, with bold LED signatures that feel more like something from a concept bike than a traditional cruiser. Every angle feels sculpted to emphasize strength and presence, making it clear these machines are meant to be seen as much as they are meant to be ridden. But the story doesn't stop at looks. Underneath that dramatic exterior is engineering that breaks away from cruiser norms. Instead of relying solely on the usual engine layouts associated with this segment, some of these bikes use multi-cylinder, liquid-cooled setups that deliver a very different riding character. The power delivery feels smoother at higher revs, more responsive when you twist the throttle, and noticeably more energetic than what many riders expect from a laid-back cruiser. It's the kind of performance that blends relaxed cruising with moments of genuine excitement. On the road, that combination of engine performance and chassis design creates an interesting balance. The long wheelbase helps keep the bike stable at speed, while modern suspension components provide confidence during cornering and braking. Inverted front forks, large disc brakes, and electronic safety aids like dual-channel ABS work together to make the ride feel planted and predictable, even when pushing a bit harder than you normally would on a cruiser. Technology also plays a big role in the overall experience. Fully digital instrument displays replace traditional analog gauges, giving riders access to clear speed readouts, gear indicators, riding data, and system warnings. Features like traction control, electronic throttles, and idle stop systems bring a level of refinement that feels more in line with modern sport or touring motorcycles, rather than old-school cruisers. These additions don't just add convenience. They enhance safety and ease of use, especially for newer riders. Comfort hasn't been ignored either. The riding position keeps that classic cruiser feel with forward-set foot pegs and a relaxed seat height. But the ergonomics are tuned to handle longer rides without feeling punishing. Wide handlebars provide leverage at low speeds, while the seat design supports both daily commuting and highway cruising. Even exhaust placement and heat management are clearly thought through to improve rider comfort. What truly sets these bikes apart is how they challenge expectations. Traditionally, cruisers focus on heritage, nostalgia, and familiar formulas. These machines take a different approach, blending bold design, unconventional engineering choices, and modern technology into a single package. They feel like a statement, a reminder that cruisers don't have to look or behave the same way they have for decades. Of course, with innovation comes discussion. Because this style of motorcycle is relatively new in the global market, long-term ownership considerations like dealer networks and parts availability are still evolving in many regions. For some riders, that's a small trade-off for owning something unique. For others, it's a factor worth thinking about before committing. In the end, these bikes are about personality. They're built for riders who want to stand out, who enjoy the idea of blending muscle bike attitude with cruiser comfort, and who appreciate modern technology wrapped in bold design. Whether you're drawn in by the aggressive stance, the unconventional performance, or simply the fact that it doesn't follow the crowd, this new generation of cruisers proves that the segment still has room to evolve. If you're looking for something that turns heads, sparks conversation, and redefines what a cruiser can be, this style of machine delivers exactly that experience.